Dr. Phil, there's also a little more information that I left out. So, about 20 years ago, my parents were divorced. My dad divorced my mom because she was just a lunatic, violent, crazy, you name it. We always thought that she had a mental disorder, but she never got help for it. She was always on different kinds of prescription pills, delusional, falling asleep, talking to herself. She thought the house was bugged with cameras and speakers for many years. And she forced us to believe this stuff every day. But anywho, a couple years after my parents were divorced, my dad's new wife and mother of child, her oldest daughter was killed when she was 19. So this happened about 17 years ago when Kashana Logan was found murdered in her house in Toledo, Ohio. No suspects, no witnesses, or anything like that. She was strangled in the house also at 19 years old. Just a couple months ago, while talking to my mom, when she gets really riled up, she starts barking the truth, and she always threatens to kill me and have me killed. So at this particular conversation, she said, "I better watch my back before I end up strangled and found dead on the floor in my apartment, just like Shauna." But she said it in a way like, just like we had her done, I'll have it you done the same way. So I thought, wow. And I thought, why would she say something like that? So I started thinking back when Shauna was first found murdered and how it was on the news and everything, and how my mom, Mary, called me all excited and all giddy that this teenager had been found murdered just because it was my dad's wife's daughter. And when she told me that a couple months ago, kind of insinuating that she had something to do with it out of revenge, I contacted my dad's wife and I actually told her what my mom said, but there was never really any response to it. So I would like to maybe clear that up too, if she really had something to do with Kashana Logan's murder. My mom is the real deal, and I wouldn't put it past her to kill somebody. Also, my uncle was killed about 5 years ago, and she was so giddy and excited about it. And later on, I actually found some type of blood ritual sacrifice site where my uncle was killed. See, these demonic reptilians, they like human blood. So they're always instructing my son to scratch in his nose to make his nose bleed. There's several nosebleeds that's happened with my son. Or they'll go to a crime scene where somebody has been shot or stabbed, and if there's blood on the floor, on the ground where they were murdered, they go and feed off that and do rituals around that. So 5 years later, after my uncle Scotty Harris was stabbed to death in the snow in Toledo, Ohio, one of his family members, I guess, was taking pictures around the crime site and came across this weird, like, burnt, it looked like a dog's head cut off and was burnt. And there was like rattles and like little voodoo ritual stuff around the site. And I just thought that was odd. And I wouldn't put it past Mary and her family to go over to that site where he was stabbed as soon as they heard it and do some kind of ritual with my uncle's murdered blood. This stuff is real demonic and real secretive. Incest, child molestation, child abuse, torturing, you name it. And I've always resisted this kind of demonic lifestyle since I was little, because I just knew it wasn't right. And I knew it wasn't right to be so mean and abusive to your own daughter also all day long. And I don't know. I just need help clearing this up, Dr. Phil. So thanks so much. Bye-bye.